What's good, heavy hitters? Happy Yule, Merry Christmas, whatever you want to call it. You know, um, a lot of people don't realize how good we have it out here. I didn't realize how good I had it out here. You know, recently my car was totaled. Fortunately, my girl was okay. Um, and then I got into a little self-pity about it yesterday morning, thinking, you know, great, she's okay, and now I'm a permanent back massager. But I'm out of car, you know. Hours have been cut at work, and like I started getting all kinds of stress, and man, I never had it so good. I'm going to tell you just like that, even with all these problems. And then I wake up and I see that there was some tsunami in some faraway country that hundreds of people lost their lives today or yesterday, you know. Like I said, I never had it so good, man. Jay, you're starting to get mail, you know. Whoever was a smart ass that said I'm clipping Jay for any donations, man, he's going to get unopened mail, you guys. Whatever you guys should choose to do for him is for him. You know, I don't know who's trying to say these smart ass things on there, but they're obviously somebody who's never tried to do a good deed for anyone else in their life. And that's not how I'm living today. That's why I'm okay to be okay with myself. And just think about all the hundreds of thousands of convicts that are busted right now. You know, there's nothing worse. So there's an unwritten rule inside. You can get as angry as you want because your girl's at home with Sancho Claus and, you know, taking care of the kids the only way she knows how. Excuse me, that was really rude. But you can't start problems. Gets the phone shut off, you know, people have lined up to call their people on this day, and they knew they were going to sign up for the phone and get some play at a certain time within a certain time zone, and they're going to have their people sitting by the phone waiting for that, and you're sitting inside, and then all of a sudden she starts in about, you know, well, where are you? You know, how come you're not out here taking care of the kids? You know how much money I had to spend on, you know, these 3 kids that you left me here with? You know, we got to hear all that, and it's so very painful. And then the one is, if you loved me, you wouldn't be in there. You'd be out here doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know, I'm trying to save a lot of you guys the pain of having to hear these words. If you're messing up, if you're heading down that road, stop. It's as simple as that. There's no questions how, what, when, where. Stop. You know, nothing worse than getting fed like packaged turkey cut. You know, you get your little turkey, a little scoop of cranberry sauce, a little scoop of potatoes, and it sounds like it's all a good meal, right? Like, because that's what you're probably going to have at home on Thanksgiving. You're getting the same meal, and when I say a little, I mean a little. 4-ounce scoop of potatoes, 4 ounce of so you probably get like between 2 and 4 ounce scoop of cranberry sauce, your mashed potatoes, your turkey. You'll get a little roll, probably in a package, you know, one of the open rolls that you get from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Everything's processed now. Nothing's, you know, how it was back in the 80s and 90s where they made everything. You know, I guess even the cinnamon rolls come in a package now. So anyway, it's Christmas Eve. You're waiting to get on the phone. You get on the phone, and you got to hear all these problems from your girl when all you want to feel is joy and loved, because that's all you want to feel inside is joy and love, because you're in a place of joyless and lovelessness. You know, you can clown with your homeboys, you can act as hard as you want. You know, here's a pack of smokes, dog. Here's a pack of smokes. They don't even got smokes anymore. Got nothing anymore, guys. There's no point in going to prison. It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you hard. You know, if you were soft when you went in there, you're going to be softer when you come out, you know. And your mindset, it's like going to war. You know, you want to come back the same guy that went away, because that's what your girl's expecting. That's what your family's expecting, is all this good shit that you're writing in the letter. You know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's all vomit. Because when you get out, you're changed. Whether you like it or not, you're fucking changed. You know, you're either racist, you just hate other people for being other people. You know, it breeds nothing but hate in there. Hate and ignorance. You know, so, and a lot of people on this channel want to hear about the hate and ignorance, so I might be going back to manage a sober living home, which is full of convicts and addicts. That's what the station's about. You know, the station's really all over the place. So anyway, you're on the phone, you're trying to do the best you can from where you're at. You're basically handcuffed to a bench because you can't really do anything. All you can do is promise more promises, more empty friggin' promises. You know, it takes what it takes for us to come out here and go, I'm done. Fuck the homies, fuck this, fuck that. Sorry about my language on Christmas Eve, but that's how you get to that point where, how many times you're gonna walk the track and nod to the same dude? Every time you walk the track and you nod to him, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's like Groundhog Day. If you ever seen the video Groundhog Day, it's exactly like that, only with never knowing what's gonna kick off. You know what I mean? You got some Braveheart shit getting ready to kick off over here. You're in beef with somebody over some money that he owes you for some top ramens. In their respect is about everything. In respect is spelled F-E-A-R, So anyway, you try and have your little Christmas dinner. And I know I'm all over the place, you guys, because I've just been hustling around. This is the only place where I get the internet to where I can send you a video. I'm trying to get back to Harriet, and, she wasn't too physically damaged, but she's now experiencing what I guess they call whiplash. We were in the hospital, in the emergency room last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, lidocaine patch, and, she straight up tells him I can't have anything that, I can't have any kind of narcotics or anything. So kudos, I don't know how I would go with that if the pain was bad enough. Yeah, I do know how I'd go with that because I've had to do it. But, back to prison, like you're trying to be as right as you can be around your homeboys when all you got is this hate and anger and what's disappointment. Keyword disappointment, both from your family and to yourself, from yourself, and then year after year after year of that, calendar after calendar after calendar of that. Man, you don't even fucking call it Christmas anymore, you guys. It just becomes null and void. It's another day. And it's supposed to be a time of cherishing your loved ones, time of happiness, joy. None of that is going on there. You will not experience any of those things while incarcerated in, I believe, any penal system. Richard Pryor used to make some great movies. Richard Pryor and Gene Altman, they used to make some great shit, make it look fun, but we all know that isn't the truth. So we've spent some extensive money on cameras, green screen. We got all this stuff coming. We're waiting till the beginning of the year. We have some solid content coming for you. I want to make this channel the best I can for you. I'm struggling a little bit right now myself. Hey, we all are, right? So, and those of you that have been supporting the channel, either through Patreon, just your love sometimes is enough for me to get through the day, and I appreciate that. I just want you all to know that I appreciate that. So, you can't be kicking off, you want to punch this dude in the face because you just got off the phone with your girl and nothing is going the way you want it to go. You know what I mean? The kids didn't want to talk to you on the phone. Guys, use your imagination. The stories are just nightmarish, you know what I mean? She, it, dad, whatever, you know what I mean? People, so while I was busted, my grandparents, the only people that really ever showed me the true kind of love to know that what love is today, they passed while I was there. I was fortunate enough to be transported to my grandmother's funeral while in Los Angeles County Jail custody, still going to trial and whatnot. I was, whatever, we went through the chaplain, we did all this stuff, and I got to go. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful. I got to say goodbye, and I don't know, just to my old self, man, I wish you would have woke up. It's my new self. It took what it took to get here. So I understand that today. It doesn't make things any easier. Anyway, like I said, we got the green screen, so we're going to be bringing you guys a bunch of fun stuff, a bunch of, we're going to be a goofy channel with some convict stories, with some recovery stories, with some homelessness stories. I would just like to see the stories where because like Jay, we paid Jay to come out because he's in Orange County. We put out money that we knew we weren't going to get back right away. Hopefully somewhere down the road it pays itself back. But to pay someone $100 to come out and do a video, when you're not making any money on it, it's still okay, because that's what this is about, right? Getting the word out to you guys, and that makes it okay. So me and Magic have struggled through some of this financially, and a lot of you guys have really reached out and helped, and I just want to send forever thank yous on that, because how other channels could do it without that, unless they already had backup funds, is beyond me. Then some of these comments, they just make me sick, like I try and be as peaceful and loving as I can today, but I promise you, if I ever put into a room with a couple of these dudes, and I wish they would, it's funny how when you get in a room with them, they all shut the frig up. They ain't got nothing to say, Anyway, I just sit around fantasizing about biting their cheek off from time to time, but, that's not how we're living today, guys. So, if you're out here, man, just know that you could have it so much worse, and you've probably done some behaviors that could have seen to it that you had it so much worse. So be grateful that you weren't caught for those behaviors. Be grateful that you're able to be out here and make a difference. You be the one. You be the one to make a difference at the family little cha-cha where everyone's starting their little fights over shit that happened 15 years ago. You be the one to, hey, bring a little happiness and a little joy and a little maturity to the dinner table. Be the change you want to see in the world. I tell you guys that all the time, and I certainly try. And sometimes I feel like I'm getting walked on. Definitely feel like that from time to time. Okay, daily. But still, at the end of the day, I'm the one who gets to be okay with me. And that's the most important thing, right? That's all we all want, is to feel okay inside. And I get to do that on a daily basis. And when I get too far into self-pity, I reach out and I ask God to relieve me of the bondage of self. Being relieved of the bondage of self means that I have to get out of me and I have to help somebody else, and sometimes it's just being an ear, just listening to what somebody else has to say, somebody who's feeling even less than me. So, and that I have the capacity and the ability to do that today, I'm very grateful. A lot of that comes from fucking calling shots on the yard. You got to hear the whole story before you make a decision, because your ass is on the line at the end of the day too. And at the end of that decision that you're about to make, your ass is on the line for that too. So being a shot caller, it's not all you think it's cut out to be, I promise you. There's more stress and so you get a third of the drugs, but then you got to pass out the third, that passes out the third, that passes out the third. When all's said and done, man, I just would rather have A, not been there, but B, not been the person making all the decisions that I had to make. I don't know. I've always preferred the word decision maker, because that decision that you're about to make is going to cause someone some very, very brutality, some brutalness in their life. Let me rephrase it like that. So, you're about to change the course of someone's day really bad, and at the end of the day, if that decision wasn't right, your day is going to get changed as well. So, and I have a lot of the homies telling me, man, I respect what you're doing. I really respect what you're doing. I've been told twice that I've said something that I shouldn't have said, and I saw that those mistakes were corrected. So nothing I expose on this channel has not already been exposed, I assure you. I don't know, you guys. This channel is hopefully to help somebody, and I get the comments all the time saying, hey man, thank you for, you helped me make a decision that I probably wouldn't have made if I hadn't heard your story this morning. So anyway, there was my boy KK down there in Reseda. He had pulled up right after the accident had happened. And here I'm dealing with the accident and all this and that. And he's like, "Oh my God, bro, I just seen you. I was watching you at work. You're on your YouTube." And yeah, like I took the time to shake his hand and thank him for, supporting the channel. But my head wasn't there. My head was on whether my girl was okay, that the car that I just got that I was so stoked with was just totaled for sure. You know what I mean? My hours were just cut at work, and stress started building up within seconds, and then this kid rolls up and just brings me back to reality, man. And I'm so grateful that, I have a little bit more of a platform to be grateful from time to time as far as people holding me accountable. Life's good, no matter how bad I think it is, life's good. I didn't wake up to some tsunami ripping through my apartment, washing my kid away. You know what I mean? This guy, they were in a band. I seen him on the news for a few minutes, and his bassist and his manager or something were killed, and just like that, I tell you guys all, be grateful for what you have today. It could all be gone tomorrow. And unfortunately, that includes loved ones. I've got Magic taking time, and he's going to write out some questions that I think civilians would want to hear, because your questions are just everyday normalcy to us, so I wouldn't even think of answering those questions. And you can hit me up in the comment section, and I'll start, all right, cool, I could answer that, and I could bring out the knowledge that they need on that. You could hit me up. Okay, so I now have Instagram again. So it's all lowercase SFV, I think /Badger. Come hit me up. All are welcome, except for the guy who wanted to complain about me complaining about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, supporting bullyism. I was on Rudolph's team. Trust and believe that. So, like, my channel is for fun. It's for controversy and fun. That's it. If you get your feelings hurt, don't report anyone. Not just on my channel, on anyone's channel. If you get your feelings hurt, get off that channel. Don't surf that channel. Plain and simple. All those people that are pulling rat moves, you're affecting someone's lives. And I get that you're so friggin' miserable that you want to affect someone's life. But I promise you that karma is going to play that out on you. Whether it be today or 10 years from now, the moves you guys make are going to be, their karma is going to come back and abracadabra your ass. You know what I mean? I could promise you that. So, anyway, I got a lot of things going on in the background. This is, I don't have to get off the channel. I just wanted to let you know that there's tons of convicts there today that are just absolutely miserable about moves that they made over a poor decision, a 30-second decision, and now they're doing forever. They're doing 5 years, 7 years, 3 months. Who cares? Every day behind the wall is not a good day. There's so much potential for so much other damage. It's not even funny, living proof. You know what I mean? Driving on a suspended license to abracadabra. Say goodbye to your fucking childhood. So with all that said, I hope the message was positive. It feels like I'm being a little down, but like I just feeling for all my brothers that are still there doing life. My boy, we're just gonna call him JM. He's been down about 23 years now. I remember we used to be in the phone booths on the roof in high power and 9500. When they take us out to yard, we're still stuck in phone booths, and I'm out. I'm out, man. And JM, if you're watching this, I got nothing but love for you. So he's not on a main line anymore. You know, he has 2 cell murders, and he's been shot by the gunners. They shot a finger off. He was a bad boy. Carepalo, I believe it's called. So, you know, and he got tired of being told who to move on. You know what I mean? And he went the easier, softer route, which was, you know, he's on an S&Y yard, but the only person that he debriefed on, and I know for this for a fact, was himself. I received all paperwork. You know, the only person that he told on him was himself. He mentioned what car he rode in and all that, but the only person that he told on to get to go to that S&Y yard was himself. And I guess he spent like 3 years on an in-between yard, you know, like where you're not really PC, but you're not really shoe material either. So he had to put in his work to get that taken care of as well. So anyway, like I said, there's lots of things going on in the background. I got Christmas Eve going on. I'm hoping to try and get to see my grandson. My mind's scattered. I'm going to bring you guys are going to bring yourself the content you want by shooting me comments, by shooting me at the P.O. box, by hitting me up on Instagram, SFV, all lowercase, SFV Badger, on Instagram. So that's what I know how to work. It's sort of like text to those. Hey, White Light Rising, love you, man. Like, you've been there for me. Eminem, thank God I've had you to lean to. So he's just another guy that has supported the channel, and we now, when I need someone to talk to, we've never even met person to person, you know what I mean? But he has supported this channel thoroughly. He's supported me thoroughly as an individual, and for that I'll be eternally grateful, you know? I don't know, you guys, please be safe. Be safe. You know, like with the whole Harriet thing, you see that 2 seconds could have changed our whole world, you know, and it's pretty sad because we're brought into each other's lives again. You know, we've known each other for about 12 years, and this is the first time we've been in a romantic situation. And, you know, I J-Cat up on her from time to time because that's what I am. I'm a half J-Cat too, and I'm not really, because of doing all these calendars, I'm not really aware of how to do relationships the right way. What I think is the right way, you know, I'm always wanting respect, and I don't want it to be based on fear, not in a relationship, right? But respect has to be huge in a relationship, and I want to give just as much as I receive. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. Heavy hitters, appreciate your time. So please be safe. Some people want it to happen. Some people need it to happen. But heavy hitters make it happen. Nothing but love and respect shot your way. Have a great day.